let's give realistic expectations for
Trash.
McKinnley. Yeah, it's bad. Takk McKinnley. They picked him up off waivers. He's on the team. He was a first-round pick. He's had sacks in his career. What are the expectations for him? Who goes first?
Nice. Eric Armstead's had sacks in his career too.
If I'm up, I think McKinnley will provide a couple good plays, but I think there's he goes missing a lot, and I think it's the same thing I had problems with signing Jadeveon Clowney. And if we touch on Vic Beasley, I know you want to. It's the same thing I'm going to say about him is when he goes missing, he's a problem on defense, and that hurts. And I just think he'll get 2 sacks, 3 sacks maybe, but then he'll have a lot of plays where people are freaking out on Twitter.
Like Mike McGlinchey level freak out, or
no? It's hard to match that. It's hard to match.
Okay, you're right. All right, okay.
It's hard to match. I'd say, I'd say I wouldn't really expect too much from him. I mean, I'm trying to think of how many snaps did Jordan Willis even play last week? Did anyone clock that by chance?
He's averaging 20 over the last 3 weeks.
He's averaging 20, but how much did he specifically play?
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, that's what I want to know because it's like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do over here interrupting. Shut up, Grant. Takkarist McKinnley. All right, what are we gonna expect from him? Chris Kasarik, if there's any coach I believe in who's gonna like squeeze the much potential out of someone, it's gonna be Chris Kasarik right there. McKinley's drop. He played 19 last week. Okay, that's a nice snap count. So how much he's going to take away from Jordan Willis there, per se, is going to be a telltale sign. Luckily, he has the bye, but hopefully, the last time he was successful was 2018. So if you can even just rekindle something of that, so God forbid that they can get Eric Armstead some adequate pass rushers, because this kind of is what the reason why they got Jordan Willis and why they're getting Takk McKinnley is just so they can boost Eric Armstead's numbers because he's not doing anything. So, I mean, as much as they want to believe it's just all double teams. So hopefully they can at least get some depth pieces because who was it that they cut? Julian Taylor? Like some of these surprise cuts a little bit, in my opinion, that they did. So, you bring in Takk, Jordan Willis, a lot of these are just going to be a platoon system at this point.
Mm.
If McKinley can come in and get 2 sacks like Mav's thinking that he might be able to, that's going to be awesome for the 49ers because that would put him second on the defense in sacks on the season. So, I don't know. We'll see because they definitely need to have at least somebody that's going to be able to give them some pressure off the edge. I mean, right now, a lot of times they're not even really getting in there at all. So let's see if he can generate a little bit of pass rush and maybe a little bit back and forth between him and Willis to get that rolling.
Yeah, I don't know what the realistic expectations for him are for this season because he has a groin injury, and that's why he got his physical failed with the Bengals. The Niners will pass anyone's physical. I mean, really, they don't care. They believe in their ability to rehab people. So I don't know if he's going to play this year. He might, but I think the vision for him is that next year he'll be the replacement for Dee Ford. He'll be playing on his 5th year option. He'll be in a contract year. He'll be on a good team. And he'll have that Eric Armstead contract year bounce playing for Chris Kasarik. And maybe he will. I think, he's from Richmond. He wanted to get the hell off the Falcons because they're a losing team. He might be one of these guys who's really motivated to play for the 49ers. If they're
49ers
good.
are a losing team.
Yeah, that's a good point. If things don't go horribly wrong right away. So I think he's I think he's the Dee Ford replacement. I think it's pretty clear.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that they think they can rehab people. It's just they have an infatuation for injured players. I don't know what it is. It's like
in Takkarist McKinnley's defense, he was born in Oakland like me, and he went to UCLA like me. So he's gonna be great, guys. Just give him a chance.
My question with McKinnley, though, is if Saleh does leave, and I know a lot of people want Dan Quinn or Raheem Morris to be the defensive coordinator next year for that. I don't think Takk McKinnley has the best relationship with them. I don't know what the issue is there. So if they are going Morris, who knows if McKinley's even back for next year?
Well, maybe that's an indication they wouldn't go with Morris or Quinn.
It's going to be Kasarik.
It's going to be me. Are you kidding? I've been putting in all the work. My resume is flawless. There's no question about it.
I think you're more of an offensive-minded coach, not defensive-minded.